Hi, my name is Leticia Silva. Everybody knows me by LELE. I'm originally from Brazil, and I came here to US because my dream was to be a story artist in a major animation studio. So I'm enrolled here in Texas A&M University, and I decided to do my thesis project in how to get a story and enhance my story structure through film language. So I decided to come up with a story and make that story in storyboards. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but storyboards are your stories told by panels. It's kind of like a comic book. People usually do that in pre-production to know how exactly your story is going to be looking like before they shoot. I wanted my story to be very cinematic, so I researched the best way I could express my story through cameras, editing, and composition. So my story, Into the Shadow, is an adaptation of the fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood. Everybody knows about that story. Everybody has listened so much about that story. You've been reading in fairy tale books, you've been watching animations about it, even movies about it. So I wanted to make something different. I want to take that story to a different level. So I researched a lot about dark fairy tales, and I wanted to create a kind of dark story. Imagine a young girl by herself in the library. She's reading a fairy tale book when suddenly the lights go out. The place is closing. Now she needs to rush her way home. All her surroundings are dark and scary. Being all by herself, her imaginative mind starts to play tricks on her. She has a hard time to distinguish what's reality and what's not. So summarizing, I want to get all the boards of my book here and transform it to a mini graphic novel. Okay, if someone gives me $1, I'll have their name and a link to their website in my personal website, letsketch.com. For $5, you receive the previous reward, plus a high-resolution PDF of my complete book. For $10, you receive the previous rewards, plus a hard copy of the book signed and numbered by the artist. For $15, you receive the previous rewards, plus a custom illustration inside your hard copy of the book. For $35, you receive the previous rewards, plus the first set of color keys of my story printed in a hard copy. They're all done by the famous illustrator Carlos Fonseca, and another copy of my book, so I have two books. For $50, you receive the previous rewards, plus the second set of color keys of my story, printed in a hard copy done by Carlos Fonseca. Also, you get an 11 by 17 poster of the book cover. For $75, you receive the previous rewards, plus a DVD of my story. As you guys know, my story is all done in boards, so I'm gonna put in a timeline and sound, and you're gonna be watching the whole movie. For $150, you receive the previous rewards, plus a physical 3D model of my Go character. This 3D model is done by Tony Piedra, a modeler artist from Pixar. Thanks for all the support, and I hope I get this project funded by you guys.